Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a DIY beaded mask holder. Now this is super simple and totally customizable because I encourage you to choose your favorite beads, or this is a great opportunity to kind of create a bead soup. So I did a little play on that here, so it's a great way to use up all those extra beads. So I am using one of the Miyuki blends here. Now this is the Serenity mix, and it comes just like this. You can see it over here. It's got some really beautiful greens, whites, and blues. And then I alternated my pattern with some Czech fire polish rondelles and Czech fire polish rounds. So all I did was I did 15 seed beads in between each and alternated that. So you can kind of see my little pattern that I have going on there. So to make this super simple, all I need to do is just remove my bead stopper here. And then what I'm going to do is slide on one of my crimp tubes and let that fall all the way down to the bottom. And I'm going to slide on one of my lobster clasps, go back down through that crimp tube. And because this is my first side, I'm going to do it a little further away so you can see. So I'm just going to slide that down and then create a little loop, not going too tight. Now, this is something that I see a lot. You go too tight and then it kind of ends up really pinched there at the edge. So that's what you really don't want. So what we want to do is let that kind of sit and create a little bit of a loop for us. So once you have that space where you want it to, go ahead and come in with your crimping pliers, and I'm going to set mine right into that notch there. I'm using the 4-in-1 crimping pliers, and you can see that it wants to dance around a little bit, so just kind of move it up towards the top there, and then now I'm ready to crimp, and now I'm good to let that go. So what I need to do now is just sort of rotate that 90 degrees, get it into my crimping pliers going this way, so we get that nice little V shape, and then we just crimp again in that next little notch there. So that is that, and then all I need to do now is just come in here with my flush cutters and trim off that tail. So you can see that I have a nice loosey-goosey sort of lobster clasp there, which is exactly what I want. So now I can slide my beads down and you're not going to be able to see that, and it looks like a nice little silver seed bead there. So I'm not going to be adding a crimp cover. You can absolutely do that, but I'm just going to come to the other side here and I'll show you again. And this is another little trick. I like to keep my beads right on the spool, that way I don't waste any wire. Now I'm just kind of getting this situated, scooting my beads down, but you'll notice that I'm keeping a really nice sort of loose coil happening up here. And what I find that does for me is it prevents me from having anything that's too taut when you end up going to crimp. So I'm just going to cut off that spool there and set that aside. And then slide on my crimp tube. Again, you can let it fall all the way down to the bottom. Slide on my lobster clasp, and then we're just going to go right back through that crimp tube. Now this would be a great opportunity to use those magical crimpers as well. I'm using the Xuron 4-in-1s like I said, but this is a great opportunity to explore that as well because it will truly look like a little silver seed bead. Alright, doing my crimp, doing my rotation. There we go, and then I can come in here with my flush cutters and get really nice and close and trim off that tail. Alright, so now onto my mask, I can just flip it over and use these little lobster clasps to attach right to those loops and let it fall down there. I kind of like to have it, you know, right at the base of the ear. But then you can take this off and remove it so that it is nice and easy to take care of. I would just recommend you just wipe it down. You can also use sterling silver. These are plated. We also have stainless steel as that is an option as well. So it's super simple. These are 11/0 Miyukis, and I find that this is a really nice wire to use. It's the 0.018 inch, and this is a 49 strand, so it's going to be nice and strong for you. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can see even more videos and get all of these supplies by heading over and shopping at Beadaholique.com. And if you're new to our YouTube channel here, be sure to hit that subscribe button below to get all the latest from Beadaholique.